Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. So I am super, super excited. I have been quiet for the past couple of days because I have been just heads down working on something that I am so excited to let you guys all know about. I'm super excited to share. Um, I actually posted about this on a couple of other places. And so I'm going to go into a little bit of background about, like, real quick. I promise this whole thing will be less than 10 minutes. A little bit of background about me, why I've made the decision to do what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get into the exciting announcement. So ultimately, this whole thing started because we are living in a new reality. Um, so for those of y'all who don't know me, I am an event planner. I've been planning events for the past 15 plus years and recently left the corporate world to start my own business. And I was in the midst of planning some of the biggest events in my career. I was planning a TEDx event. I was working with two of my dream clients, Life on Fire and Legacy Builders, planning all of their events for the entire year. I was planning a VIP dinner for Jack Canfield, the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. I was about to be a VIP judge for Pete Vargas at Advance Your Reach. And all of these things were happening before the end of July. So like I was lit up. I had that spark, I had that fire and that momentum. And then it was like almost overnight, it all just vanish. Now, luckily, I still get to do those things, just not in the immediate future in the time when I thought I was going to be doing them. So, can you guys relate to this? Where like are y'all feeling like almost overnight your entire business and world just got flipped upside down, leaving you forced with no decision but to pivot? Because I know I was like, it felt to me like there was some talk about the coronavirus and COVID-19 happening. And then, it continued getting worse and worse and worse. And then I was at an event actually when like everything happened all at once. I left, and after like 4 hours, I had emails and everything had to be changed, postponed, canceled, rescheduled, communicated, just everything all happened. And like, I lost it. I was sitting on the bathroom floor of the hotel. I know that's disgusting, and I regret that now. But just sitting there crying, I didn't know what to do. Like it felt like everything that I had been working so hard for was taken away, and I was just overwhelmed and scared and uncertain, and I had no idea what to do. And when you're in that place, obviously you just spiral and everything is just all the things you don't want to happen. It was a bad spot. And then, even if I figured out what, or when I figured out what I was going to do, how am I going to do it? I mean, basically live events were taken off the table. Everything that I have built my business to do was taken off the table. So once I finally picked myself up off the bathroom floor, I knew that I had to figure out what my pivot was going to be. And I had to do it quick because I got bills to pay. I'm a single mom. I have responsibilities. And it took me a couple of weeks to figure it out. And it took me longer than I would have liked. And then I was on a coaching call, and my coach was like, well, why did you start your business? Because I was just so worried about live events. I love live events. Live events are what light me up. I can't do that now. And the question was, well, why did you start your business? Because it wasn't about making money, right? For me, I started my business because I wanted to help purpose driven, mission focused entrepreneurs create these life changing experiences, right? I mean, that's the main reason I left corporate America. I was at a live event where I had one of those life changing experiences. And it was in that moment that I was like, these are the types of events I want to be planning. So that was the reason I started my business. I wanted to help those entrepreneurs get their message out and share their message and facilitate change and inspire and just make a drastic impact in people's lives. And that's when I kind of hit me. I was like, well, wait, I can still do that. No, it might not be the live event vehicle that I love, but my why remained the same. And so once I, came to terms with that and I approached it all from a different perspective, then it was like the only logical choice was to make that pivot into virtual events. And so I am very fortunate because my knowledge and expertise in the event space is almost a seamless transition into virtual events. And so that is why I created this amazing virtual event toolkit. Well, actually, before that, I just ruined the surprise. So, no, realizing that is why I started the Facebook Live series, giving all of the suggestions and tips and tricks for virtual events. But then all the questions that came up and the phone calls I was having is when I realized people need more than just a video to watch. They need more than just somebody saying, well, make sure you include all these things. If they're anything like me, that I want a list, I want a toolkit, I want to know exactly what I need to do, the order I need to do it, and what is the best practice to do that. Like, I don't want to waste time. I just want to take off running. And so that is why I created this done for you virtual event toolkit that really, like, it takes all of the guesswork out of planning a virtual event, fast tracks getting that event live, and making sure that it's profitable, all without the stress and the gray hairs. Because, well, right now we can't exactly have our grays fixed, right? So I've been working with clients, I've been seeing what people are writing online, and I knew that I had all of the answers. And so, that's why I did the live, and that's why I took it a step further and made this toolkit. So basically what this is it is a done for you, like, seriously, toolkit, so that you can take action and do it quickly. As entrepreneurs, we are always chasing shiny objects. And right now there is no shortage of shiny objects that are available. There are free programs and courses and webinars and training. Stuff is everywhere. And those things are great. And I am enrolled in many of them. But right now, it's also important to focus on the big picture, yes, but also focus on one thing that you can take action on, that you can execute, because you don't have time. You have to do something. And all of these trainings and courses and things could take you months before you actually commit to doing something. So, it's time to take action, roll up your sleeves and get it done, because just like me, you guys have clients and an audience and a community that are waiting. They are waiting for you to show up. They need you. They need your message now, probably more than ever. So the excuse of, well, I don't know how or what that looks like, I've just taken that away for you, and I did it for you. So you're here now, which means that you either, you've been thinking about hosting an event, you're in the midst of planning a virtual event, or you just love me and you're here to support me. But regardless, you're here, or maybe you're watching the replay, and the offer I'm about to share with you guys is good for 3 days for the people watching live now and the people watching the replay. And basically, this is the first time that I've really come out and given a description of what this done for you toolkit for virtual events is. And I haven't emailed it to my list yet. I haven't started running ads to it. I haven't, launched the funnel or any of that. And I want to give, because you guys are tuned in now, I want to give you the opportunity to get it now, not wait for the emails to come out, not wait for my funnel, all that stuff, not wait for the ads. I want to give it to you now. And I want to offer it to you for half price. Like, seriously, consider this like a soft launch, because you are here and you have been committed and you are taking action. And not only am I going to do it for half price, but I'm also going to throw in a free strategy session with me, so that at any point throughout the process, as you're working through the things, you have questions, you want to work through something, I want to be like, I don't want you spinning your wheels. I want you taking action and all systems go, moving forward. So super easy. The only thing you have to do is drop an emoji into the comments. Bonus points if it's a mermaid emoji. That's my favorite. Drop an emoji. I will reach out to you. I will go ahead and send you the first portion, which is the Getting Started workbook that'll really walk you through the clarity, so that everything else you can take through running. So drop an emoji in the comments, or you can click the link that's above in the description. And I'm seriously not doing this any other time. I'm doing it in this video at this time. And in a couple of days, I'm going to take this video down, because this is your reward. You're, for taking action. I want to see you succeed. So it's finished. It is ready to go. I I know for me personally, whenever I buy these things, it comes with like all this stuff and it's so overwhelming. And even though it's outlined where to start, so I broke it down into super simple, consumable workbooks and templates and swipe files and just tons of information, but it's all broken down in super easy to consume guides, checkbooks, workbooks. Like it's like literally practically did everything for you. And the whole reason beyond just sharing this and knowing that you guys need this was that I was going to plan my own virtual event and realized how much work goes into the prepping and organizing, that as I started outlining mine, I was like, you know what, I'm going to put mine on hold for a minute. I'm going to help other people help you guys get your message out and help you to launch your event. So I know that was a lot of information, and I'm going to wrap it up here. You probably have a ton of thoughts going through your head, because if you're planning an event, if you're thinking about planning one, we're all in different steps of the process. And so, you know, if you're hesitant that you want to do it, but you're not sure, you know, where to start, there's a roadmap for you. There's a planning workbook, which I'll give you just for being on this call. There's a checklist. What's going to get you a checklist to get you started and help eliminate that overwhelm. Because when you are in that place of overwhelm, it is so difficult to see the forest beyond the trees. Or maybe you've already created, or you're in the process, you've already, started and you're in the process of creating your website and your registration page. Well, I did all that for you too. There's a complete website template. It includes the copy. It includes your video scripts, because videos convert much higher when you combine them with copy. So I even wrote out the video scripts. There's a workbook that'll walk you through creating your all access pass that's going to generate your revenue. And I promise you, when you work through these steps, like, it makes your offer a no-brainer. It has everything you need to communicate with your audience. I even wrote an 8 email sequence from the time they register all the way until the time leading up, or to the day leading up to your live event. Just having email content and social media files and things written is a huge time saver. If you haven't, not all events have speakers and sponsors, but if yours does, there's a workbook that walks you through that process, checklists of everything you'll need, speaker and sponsor contracts, templates, and another set of emails to keep your speakers and sponsors engaged throughout the entire process. And then I think the biggest time saver of all of it is the marketing and promotion piece, because if you want to do it right, it takes time and it takes strategy. So I'm literally here to tell you that within just a couple of hours, you can have your entire marketing strategy outlined and executed. You'll get a virtual event marketing playbook, all the social media swipe files, a guide to Facebook ads, complete with the short copy and long copy for a couple different formats. You just have to, switch out your event name and things like that, obviously. And then even an entire cheat sheet of headlines that convert, outlines to follow for your live videos that you're going to do in your Facebook communities. And again, another 7 email sequence to blast to your list to encourage them to register. So I'm all excited about this, because I've just been heads down focusing on creating all of this for you. And so I'm super excited and slept like a baby last night knowing that it's all finished. But I seriously did all of the work for you guys. And you can easily sit here and spin your wheels trying to figure it out. You can spend a couple $1,000s hiring a company to do it for you, or you honestly can do it yourself with this toolkit. I made it a no-brainer because I want to see you step up. I want to see you flourish in your business, and I want you to experience the power of a virtual event. So what I've created is easily worth thousands of dollars. And so I want you to recognize the value, and I'm happy to answer any questions, talk through any of this. I did not cut corners in creating this toolkit. And even with drop that emoji in there, you'll see when you get the first workbook, you'll see the type of content that you're going to be getting. I made it stupid simple for you guys, so you can just start concentrating on your business, helping people, serving your audience. I mean, the swipe files alone would save you hours, seriously, because it took me hours to write them. So I know it's going to save you hours trying to figure out what to write, how to position them, what order they go in. So, and if you think about it, honestly, you're going to make more than 10 times the investment with your first event alone. I mean, this package is under $100 or under $1,000, and you guys are getting even the listed price for half of that plus a call with me. So, because you're all here, I'm offering it to you for half price. Now I really will wrap it up, and I see there's a couple questions coming in, so I will answer those. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're sitting here and you're like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, like, I'm going to be honest, this isn't for you, because this is all about people that are ready to start executing, taking action, eliminating all of the guesswork, and how to successfully execute your virtual event. So, all right, let's see. Answering some questions in here. Thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. Jackie, yes, let's chat. We are definitely overdue for a call. Renee, you're confused how to even start thinking about starting a virtual event. How do you get this? Drop an emoji below, or you can fill out, click the link in the description. I will go ahead and send you the Getting Started workbook just for being here today, and then we can continue conversations and see if the entire toolkit is right for you. How much? All right, how much? It is, when I launch it, I'm going to launch it. So I'm packaging it in a couple different ways. So it's broken into 4 different toolkits. There's the Getting Started roadmap, there's the speakers and sponsors, there's the registration and website piece, and then there's the marketing and promotion piece. Each of those individually is $297 on its own. When with the entire package, it's going to be $997. But for you guys on this call, drop an emoji, fill out the form, whatever, you are going to get it for $447. So, and I'm only doing that for 3 days because I am encouraging people to take action and make it happen. So Renee is asking what it looks like. And I am challenged here in not knowing how to share my screen. So, oh wait, maybe I found it. Hold on. Viewing settings, share screen. Yes, I can share my screen. No, it's giving me an X. I cannot share my screen, but I'll tell you what, you will see what it looks like when I'll post a little screenshot picture in the comments. And when you get your Getting Started toolkit, you will have an idea of what it looks like. So I think I definitely ran longer than 10 minutes, so forgive me. I'm super excited about this. I know that it's going to be able to help so many people. If you have questions, whatever, I would love to talk to you, and be on the lookout. Drop that emoji. I'm not seeing many emojis come in here. So just to be clear, dropping an emoji in here now does not mean you're not committed to buying anything. All that's doing is just so that you will get some additional information about the toolkit and go ahead and get access to the Getting Started workbook. And are there any bonuses? Renee just asked. Yes, for anybody who takes advantage of this offer, I will include an extra strategy call with you guys. I'm happy to have one now just to discuss if this is the right thing for you. But then at any point working through leading up to your event, I will include another strategy call to help you anytime you might hit a hiccup or want to brainstorm or need some advice, want me to look over what you've created. I am happy to do that for you. So thank you so much for joining. I'm super excited about everything. I hope you are too. I hope that you even if this isn't the right thing for you, I hope that you can maybe find and relate to the story I shared at the beginning, just about remembering why you started your business. And that is where you're going to gain that inspiration and insight of how you need to pivot now. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.